Hello guys, what's up? It's Archangel here, and today I'm going to be talking about class rankings in Rated Battlegrounds. This is going to be my first of many Rated Battleground guides actually. I'm going to start doing them for you guys, and first of all I'm going to be talking about the overall ranking in the DPS. Now there's a lot of choice for DPS, but I like to run with a balanced Druid up top. That's why it's first on my list with 9.6, just over other classes, because of its sheer burst. So much damage coming from balanced Druid, and of course it's one of the best CCing classes there is out there. Now you want the Fire Mage because of his incredible dots, especially Combustion. Also he's got his Polymorph to CC, which is very good with. Fire Mages aren't good at defending bases like Frost Mages, but they're still a great class to have. Affliction Warlocks. Now, you need an Affliction Warlock if you've not got, say, a Shadow Priest or an Unholy Deathknight, because you need the dot protection from unstable Affliction, otherwise everything's going to get dispelled and it completely ruins the point of, say, DoTcleave. Which brings me back to the point actually, this is just an overall ranking, not for a certain comp or anything, it's just what I like to run with of best. Stability Rogues are one of the other much needed class, and I say most people have these in their teams, almost 90% of groups at least actually, just because of the one ability, Smoke Bomb. It does a hell load of good, especially on enemy flag carriers, and a second Balance Druid could also be used. I've not put any other second classes in here because the Balance Druid's really what you'll have as a second DPS instead of something else. Get onto the lower rankings here. You've got Frost Deathknight up in 8.8, that's a great class for AoE and a great class for CC and locking down healers, and of course wants to be a primary target caller if you've got Frost Deathknight in the group, because they never really have to switch targets. If they've got focus macros they can use to strangulate there. You've got an Elemental Shaman at 8.5. Now it doesn't have many dots, but the burst it has is very useful, and it can be taken over instead of a Frost Deathknight or a second Boomkin. Next you've got the Marksman Hunter, which is a alright class, very good for base defending but not much else, and you've got a Shadow Priest on par with that, which is good for dots and both burst, not necessarily CC even, but apart from Psychic Scream and their stun and disarm and melee. You've got an Armors Warrior after that, which is a decent replacement for a DK but not as good as a DK. It can target call very well, the Armors Warriors, and take a lot of hits. On par with that you've got Frost Mage, very good base defense, one of the best I'd say, on par with Marksman Hunter ready for that. It's got great burst with its Shatter, but it's not really good at anything else. The Fire Mage beats it mostly in damage. The Retribution Paladin's good burst, good target caller, but no CC really, apart from Repentance, which is a big cooldown. After that you got Feral Druid, which is very good for flag defense, great survival. Likewise the Unholy DK, a bit less survival but a lot of self-healing, and of course it's got nice dots. Every other class before that really isn't really useful in rated BGs. Maybe in a melee cleave there's some down there, maybe in a burst cleave, but I prefer not to use those classes. Now for the healing overall rankings, you get hardly any choice whatsoever for healers, because Holy Priest and Rest of Druids in 4.3 have had it really hard. Well, Holy Priest have had it Cataclysm really hard in PvP. I haven't seen many in rated BGs at all. You've got Discipline Priest and Holy Paladin. If you don't have one of them, you've got to get one. The Discipline Priest is the best dispeller out of those, and Holy Paladin is the best tank healer out of those. The Resto Shaman Spirit Link Totem is basically a group heal which will keep you all alive unless there's a significant amount of burst. Resto Druids and Holy Priests, not useful in anything really. They've got good AoE heals, but they can be interrupted. As for your tank guides, there isn't much choice really either. All teams really run with a Protection Warrior because of their amount of cooldowns, their survival, the armor they get, the block chance. But also a Feral Druid can be used, especially at high rate, and I've seen a few teams, maybe even the Russians, use the Feral Druid, because he can sprint in cheetah form with the flag, and if you play an offensive, then he's not going to get attacked, he's going to get back really fast. The other two classes, not so good, especially Protection Paladin. But thank you for watching my guide, and I'll see you soon guys with the next guide.